Kese wo mrase bedwa fie dia tudwa se bakoko hu nkomo a donkuma ne hu kwan ti obi na no na wo kan bie
Ghana this year akasa fa nansen okoto prepaid ya je se wo betimi adaka ne emu no ya so to ya hwem ne ko Ghana fa che wona dwen afa ho se isi jinhwe enye bibi emfa ho
suban bone ane aba Ghana disuafo so ene on fere teacher ni na mpese onu ankasa ne yonku school ni wa fere o ne no ene education ministry akasa da fa ho se san ne mabone na ekoso ne nya ade asoye no ebe soso
Ghana this year so akire wona dwen afa na mo a aye Ghana Education Service etu yefa adisuani ya atese wono kwantaku a yakwakobo no akokọ ebie wo no se yen suspend wo muntaku no mo ye no omo akire wo madwen afa ho
wei ya ne nsem dodo na no eni betudwa ewo anwumre ka sebo yi eso akenkanfo eye me Sadat Muhammad mene
mame akosia etonam
afei nsem no munchire mu enie domkuma wo o my Ghana mrahye bedwa fi afre ensentwerefo nhyiamu na panyin a wotea domkuma no no anso ne mrahye bedwa ne de ma de hye won se wo madu agire orumanyafo Frank anodom page na wonanamu ekasaye ne kasay mu no na wo chim sa bai ne sisi bi aba District Assembly Common Fund no wo hye anamusifo se sika no se kan bia adusua ho nsem apomode ho nsem na mpukwaye ho nsem na hwe na fo sika ne ye na no orumanyafo ni chim san hye na aba no sa ban ya hwe ya Ghana mamra eye article 472 no ahwe bebuso afei so wo say District Assembly Common Fund no aban edeka beye 7.33 billion Ghana cedis eno so besere sa aban ntua na mboa na patamu mpuntuo emfa ne ntoma pa emfemfra.
The year 2025 aban led by the local government minister Yewura Ahmed at the formula by said the Emrana canon se parliament in yum formula ebefa so ache yakomo ma bosika ede ko ye mensini parliament so ye do so mu na ye si ejina ye si ye ne se ampa mumfa sei emfanko yensu mumfa sei emfanko yesi mumfa sei nko yesi ina ye di ensa share krata se aye kind of parliamentary report in passing that formula and in enu and yet say oh aban cabinet wona hia mushia ezo musi okay parliament mo aye mo adwuma awie ye mamra no mam ho kwan then so yen so no local governance act so man ho kwan say yen issue guidelines me bom kokko say ampa obetimi issue guidelines no but untimi issue guidelines bia ene formula na parliament edikan a pass no eboebra put to the point that omo allocate percentages BS 25% of Sika Bebani na government allocated for 7 billion. No, you find Kokoya idea for 24-hour economy market. So in some for here market, and not just identify for to here market. Main city bia and your here dear. It is out nan crying. Now cause oh dear, will be on your 24-hour market, 25%. Will be on your chip compound, 10%. Will be on C school block, 10%. Will be on your borehole, 10%. Be kind. Nkamu jambutre na muka say district in bia funny medium term development plan the embark how be hu say identify for a bia more market identify for a bia la
Mashebejeni atese oswafo abedi echire a wono ehwe apomudin ensem enwomasua ensem so ne munyamfo Clement Apak na wode atudwa ese aban no ede niema egu akwamchire deputy minister of education said ye beye betimi aboa ma chechefo a womo ewo enkro nkuma no womo ho betimi atom titu ba bi omudi omuti beto no bibia nso betimi akonkan ama womo.
Underserved areas remains a government priority. Government is advancing targeted interventions to improve living conditions and incentivize service in rural communities. The Teacher Dabra Initiative is a Government of Ghana program announced by His Excellency the President to improve teacher welfare and retention, especially in rural areas. It includes a 500 million Ghana cedi allocation in the 2026 budget for a revolving housing fund. We are also working to implement the 20% rural allowances for teachers and the mandatory staff housing for new schools. Regarding the teacher licentiate reform, there's been some recent misinformation in the public space And I think it is only proper that although the National Teaching Council held a press encounter, once I have the opportunity, I double down on dismissing the lies that are being propagated. The integration of the Ghana teacher licensure examination into the final year of teacher education marks a significant reform. This ensures a smoother transition from training into professional practice and reduces delay in certification. Let me clarify that reports suggesting an increase in licensure examination fees for those re-sitting the licensure exam in March are inaccurate. The fees remain unchanged, and government remains committed to ensuring fairness and accessibility within the system.
It's a powerful statement. It says that you value education. It says that you recognize the tireless effort of teachers. And it says that you believe in investing in human capital of Ghana. You are not just sponsors. You are partners in national development. Your support strengthens morale within the teaching community and sends a clear message that excellence in education deserves recognition and reward.
Atinaye kasa edema ndi samonyuku ewa toye etifido mantemu afren central fo nhyiamu ewo sehwedwena se no wura azaya kwatinje no nanamu kasa ne kasa mu no ena wochimse kokko hu koma ne asore no NPP fo ni hu kwan se woka bi esanse ne eka emme ne kokko board na kokko board dwumadi nyina na to apene se epu bia bone so bo a NPP fo
kokko situation ti say the yati price no so no enye kuya ni bia de oba western offer enye yede na nso say the John Dramani Mahama the president Body actually for no me we are seeing who say the entire yati cocoa boso I say world market price and the exchange rate more than as you see the number of it I'm yatiso and only idea ya cardia tre we are for more Matthias here. Now that's sorry I am going to NPP for Cocoa in some day, who bet you NPP new cocoa, you bet you NDC new cocoa. Tinanga yam pesa a friend is a man yourself our politics. But I say, I don't know NPP for a yard, a clear for a second Edgamanka. I didn't make answer. Nancy, I wish I Ghana, Minoka Zegrano, yet the fate a friend said district to me produce cocoa. Meanwhile, time and NPP was no, yea, the leading producer. Bombay free so no. Ammonia ma boni omuye into the net, yani a tosso macmaco enum. And when she ever a demonstration. Demonstration, they don't Ghana bride, the problem being was obey demonstration. Now, young Kosha, not just an NPP 4 years, na Sabi Sabu, are your Moko to Kusabobi, and a Motres or Moyako for. Typical example, I am communication director for the region. You're a Hariadu, are leading demonstration. Sansona, you're a Lestate or former member of parliament for a year a contomra. Muninane, some NPP regional secretaries of Muye demonstration. In fact, yeah, when you catch NPP for me, we are saying, I say, Cocoa issues, and your political. And the NPP for a very Moko to Kusabu, Ababe, farmers. And you know what? Yet, I will say Cocoa board, so pick it in me at the air cost war. Bloggers Madaroma, Moko interview farmers in it. I will more to say they were bad. But these same people are sabi you were not your position say then are two or more then you they want to hide behind this to create some kind of problems for cocoa farmers. And until say a friend when every year the year can and say NPP for mess or create your cocoa board no winning moral right our Western North region say modern ever can be.
Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders amo award tema and omode ato abino anim se aginaye bia wasi ese sisi ano ade a ye frɛ no land transit se bia wode anwa free Togo eba befa Ghana wode so ato so wode anwa beba agise akopie mu ewo airport eno no mo se aban ni si sa aginaye no a ebema anka ade ebefa o man we mu na yenya ho faso no ebekofa amama hodo mo ben ebasa no a ede edwadie mu hawo ebebre Ghana adeshe
Ghana afa kon pido atono ho ama ekurokuro a wonyi epo oye Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso. The one for one them from Ghana. Ama Ghana when ya alizi kama won. Na when you must ama oye aman mufumu waye. Inti dam Juma Ghana idin. Ono madam ko funu dem wode fa Ghana, na wode akọ Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso. Inti se bibi dey esi. Na se ho na mpempem ya ban dem on fa ya ne land borders mbekọ mbima. Odi wentwi na basabasa bebre baba oye hen no nyi dam amarama na otire mo ntem nti yesre osofo hwe amanu muskasam de on tina fom na on hwehwe dem nsemi mu kakra obaya on frɛ stakeholders oye hona wona dwumedi no ofa dem eyi hu na yentina ase ne nsesesam no mu yeyi ne hu ma o de yeto na mum onyi de oban the mama you want to learn about the famba.
My own say Biana information on the minister no wrong. Misinform minister no. That is why we take such a decision. But since I kasa no, ya cho woman no, ne ya church no nyama far transit trade no, enti. Some matiti say diversion before God a man. There's nothing in that form. It is a legitimate transaction.
Of course, we are businessmen, so it would affect us. Remember, like I said, there are companies in Ghana who do transit trade. I don't want to mention names, but they're big companies, and they produce in Ghana. They send these to other West African countries. So if the fear is that there could be a retaliatory thing from the other countries and say that, okay, don't use our roads for these particular products, then it becomes retaliatory. We have done a lot to gain that confidence in us by the consignees from these Sahel countries, and so they really like using our they like using our ports. We are the preferred choice. If that is so, we need to keep that because we do a lot of business with them. You understand? And so it is important, and that is why we are shedding light on this thing.
Kwa Business Advocacy Association eyekua enche abayase na wombotaye nso enye mfaso pe ene yeku nso a omonye amonyosem na wada won hihye bi ade ne ewon kran wombotaye ene woni so de hunu ne se nwuma won nase efiri kwawu ometumi akeka won hobo mo no ono aban eku ahodo kan bi ewom ene nananom etimede nhihye pagu apono so beboa na won dwumedi ahodo atumi afa ne toma padi efira na wo mai Ghana nso atumi enya won so faso na dwadie so afo no nyamfo Elizabeth Foso ajare opanyini ne wo dwumedi ase a otu nanimutu.
To the business community hearing gathered, there is room for your experience and capital to make a real difference. Invest in contract commercial farming that guarantee input for processors and stable market for farmers. They can do everything. Invest in agro-processing, including well-run medium-scale processing that meets standards. Provide services along the chain, cold transport, packaging, warehousing, quality assurance, and distribution. For those looking beyond Ghana, consistency in quality and packaging is what keeps buyers coming back. Where you are ready, the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry will help connect you to credible program, standard support, and market linkages. We will connect you on the Africa Continental Trade Fair area where you trade duty-free, quota-free all around Africa. As we talk about expanding businesses, we must also talk about the next generation that will sustain them. Our young people have energy and ideas, but many need exposure, mentorship, and a fair chance to start. I urge this association to make youth development a visible part of your program. Even if it is only one internship slot each year by each company, only God knows the number of company people have. Or structured apprenticeship in your shops and factories. It will change lives. I invite business leaders here to mentor a young entrepreneur and support practical skills, basic bookkeeping, customer care, and business ethics. That is what you have. Please share. When you do that, we are not only creating jobs, we are building businesses that will outlive us.
Our focus will be as follows. 1. Advocacy. We will serve as a credible and expected voice for enterprise. We will strengthen partnership with government, regulators, financial institutions, and development partnership to ensure that the interests of our business community are represented with clarity, evidence, and responsibility. 2. Membership value. This association must deliver tangible benefits. We will deepen our membership drive, promote empowerment initiatives, drive succession planning, and family business continuity. We will also build platforms that foster collaboration, mentorship, and shared growth.
Ghana this year nansen wo musun pa ne nyina ne se auto prepaid no anche na hwem ekowo nim de esi so ai ma ne eyesa eno nenam so ama Ghana this year no e kire se ba bi edu no e de ohaw bebre e ba wo mo eso se ne so musika sam no enkoyie mo deda na prepaid wo to asen asa no e ha wo mo e bra UTV kase ene wo mo ekodi nkomo no yenti afoforo a wo mo e de to aso e mai.
Me pa cho baby a first na metina me wo me mita ena me to baby a me community me fa nko na me ton ye na sisi a baby a metina week ya 5 obi atua 90 cedis each o eye mita mono ni bio enti me de mita mono ne de amoa me kra a week cha say 2 days bia no me tua 30 cedis ya 5 ti 6 days no me nko me tua 90 cedis sa na obi aso tua Intermedia, media, meet a for front, media, and prepaid new one on the abandon, your men who crane. And yet, Moses almost on fire than Ambre. Now, new one, dear sister. Auto 100 cities, 2 days. There's a 1 day be 50 Ghana. A ridido to see a oh, prepaid no, and boy. First, me light that no, me 50 Ghana. And then me 300 Ghana a week. And boy, enti anka wo mesa de ye kwada da ma ye pe. Ye ble pa. E tore bi so no madum light ma ye. 3 days 4 days ye nya light. Ye papa ye bibi fa ho ma ye. Ye nya ne pa. Prepared ne de emboa ye. Ye nya yanka ye first meter na na e wo ho no nko no de anka e boa ye pa. Auto credit 4 days 5 days asafwen. Kise ye mbo wonka ye mpo. Yesrem na mahama yesrem wa papa wa bade ampacho mita ne de fakoto ba bi kura na fa ye de dada breye na ye hontoye
me de ye mami cause ejina ma o use so o use ne ma men kan se atwe a eno de e betwe but me de me use ne ma bebre but I'm used to AC near the other, no complaining most, but media me okay. Let me ask me media no a day me check here. It made me by 11 CD, but it made me 13. Baby on my use to cry. It made me by 6 CDs. Media.
Awie Ghana de shebe srem na ya home kase bon so ye ba ni aka chire bia no ye de besomo Awie Ghana de shema makwaba ye twa yensem no eso Education Ministry and the National Teaching Council Ghana ede abosobo dwumadi esu ko bi ahyehyɛ so ewon kran ede amache kyerefo na dwumadi ase en addition so afọ abedi kyerɛ no munyamfo Dr. Clement Abasa Park wokasa na ode atodwa sɛ ne subambo ne abadisuan afọ so na Education Ministry enya do beso so
Eastern dey see here akora baako ede sikan ewo no nyanko na mmemu amienu yɛsɛ ɔmo nso kɔto hyɛ abayo baako so ɔmo nyina nso yɛakye wɔn nti ɔmo no emra no edi na sɛ kura akra ha yi West African Secondary School mmemu bi so ɔmo kɔɔyɛ na ɔmo ne member wɔn bi ɛwɔ classroom a kyerɛkyerɛfoɔ ɛkɔpam ɔmo free hɔ because na bibia ni hɔ akyerɛ sɛ ɔmo wɔ in that classroom at the time ɔmo kɔ boaboa ɔmo ho ɛna ɔmo ba school mu hɔ ɔmo de mmaa and I'm going to be teacher for no. Almost we are chewing. Almost we stand a trial. Now said yeah by Central Region. School kwara was a wamokoya sports. After the sports, you know, I call Danny war zone. I be two boy, a bikuta man in asifo, omo bro moho. Uncle Muye kuma kraba kumpo. And also no yachi and kwarano miansa from each school. Emrano moody. Did the Akashi soon say? Awofo omuntu omomanofo na yama apolisifoɔ tumi sɛ school akwara bi ɛyɛ deɛ nsɛm fata wabu teacher ni anase wɔn akɔ sports wɔn akɔ ko na sɛ ɛkyewa ɛnyɛ wɔ school kɔ no nkwa na esu betwa ba wɔbɛkɔ akɔdam nti ma wofo no entu omonkwara no fo ma enkwara no nso entu omonho fo sɛ bebi edu de won disanyamra nsɛm wei emfa wo ho nyɛ dan endi ti yama akyerɛkyerɛfo no tumi a ɛwɔ sɛ omutumi ɛde twe enkwara na so ɛno ntimpo ɛna yɛsan de PTAs aba sɛ ɔmo mɛboa na yankwara no omuo school no womo ne akyerɛkyerɛfo no entoato adwen se de be ya enkwara no ebetumi esua ade ɛwɔ asumdwe mu but enkwara ketua na omo ayɛ sɛ womo ndɔso nso de bia omo ha adwen no let me warn them this is not the time if you misconduct yourself if you engage in criminality if you engage in acts of lawlessness you will be sanctioned and you will face the full rigors of the law. And we have the full support of President John Dramani Mahama.
Said the Abaya Disuanfo a womo ewo awutu senya west benya baabi edi womuti atunti omra shebedwani onmunyamfo Gizla agbotui eye tete ede aso akwakobo fom as chese wo behwe no wasi dormitories ahodo ede ama senior high schools a womo ewo ne peso aso ne bra onmunyamfo ekoduru ho no yentie sede amanebo no esitie
improvement in education and at these secondary schools in the district no here accommodation. For Bojasi Senior High School, for example, I don't know, during the Christmas time or so, I'm sending me a SOS message to help them to convert a classroom to make it a sleeping place. So they send me videos now. I'm saying authorities who said this is not what education is about. We made a request and then they obliged and then they gave us my way. So Bojasi Senior High School has 2 dormitories, one for girls, one for boys. And there's a teacher's bungalow attached to it for 2 teachers. And also there's a washroom for male. Sorry, there's a wash. Now they have them as bath houses. First, Nanka, these are attached to the dormitories, but now they are separate structures. The bath house and toilet is also a separate block. To 18 months, that is what I'm expecting.
Challenges in the year, school at home. Daya any school home dormitories. Teachers motivation who say form. Inti me adwuma kakra wo CSSPS. Would be a won say allocation 20,000 allocation ma secondary schools na industry especially maybe Bobajase being a boarding school. but ni na ye be no na kra mo report kra no mo no 300 nti the project we buy offer no back to school nti back to school no ye flagship program we should say anuanom na mo tetifie no with lack of furniture dormitory teachers incentive and as a package no mo afaso no ma school nti ne project ya ye hu yen bi ne back to school dormitory na ye hu yen no.
Forestry Commission edi hwehwemu bi egu apono so na ochirem se fuma gudie to a enam kwa paso no edi gan na nyapo pa na ochirem se 2021 kwa ebire to fuma gudie to enam kwa paso se no na edina 5251.9 hectares 2024 ihuru kosoro ekokudina 8923.8 hectares afenso okokopiemu ewa santemantemu enkramantemu epoemantemu ena toye etividomantemu eho ena kwa dodo na no eseye.
Because of the cost involved and logistical challenges, we are unable, or we've been unable to do this annually. So last year, a team was put together to carry out an assessment across the country to determine the area of impacted areas from mining. I must say that with the last assessment, the 2021 assessment, it was based on three main methodologies. One, we used drone surveys for areas that have been affected, very large areas that have been affected. So here we're looking at Apamprama, Oda River Forest Reserve, Upper Warsaw, and the likes. For much smaller areas, we either depended on ground surveys, which were quite laborious and time-consuming and expensive, and then in some cases, we depended on expert judgment. What we did differently was to try to use technology to be smarter, faster, and be able to provide data that can be independently verified anywhere from the world, anywhere in the world if you decide to. Especially the fact that you have over 1,200 and something pending cases. Many of them 2 days after their arrest, they are out there in the pit digging. Luckily, I'm told now they've set up the tribunals. I don't know whether they are operational now. I'm sure once we start dealing with them, maybe it will serve as a deterrent to others. But it's one of the push factors. Because if you know you can go and mine illegally, and even if you're arrested in 2 days, you're back home or back in the pit, will that deter you? Turbidity can be cleared within a short time. What is it? It's silt. It's sand. It won't kill you. What will kill you, you don't see. The heavy metals in there. So even when the rivers look clean, and politicians are happy and say, yes, you see, it's clear, it's clean. What is in there that you don't see, I think is much more dangerous. And that's why we must all come together and make sure we prevent this or control this.
I'm saying, mutie dia okana 8,000. No, as at end of 2024. As at end of 2024. And oka say 2025. Ebesi ne dia no dia. Afe na san hwehwemu no. Nti na dia womu ni say area na yase no. Eno na yesa 8,000 no. The free bear 2017 eba BBC 2024 the achire nyina ne say ye hwere ye kwaye no kese pa kwaye na Ghana free say ye beye oman ba kwa ya tu ye din Ghana no kwaye ya hwere no enam titru galamse dwumadi e koso no ntino ekwa animu pa nti the achire ne say wo say nyina ye ma ye ni ba ho na yitu ha na mo se be ya kwaye na ye de galamse say no esu ebetwa.
CEO wono Eda Minerals Income Investment Fund ano Justina Nelson eno say amo edin hihye egu akom se de be ya womo a omutu efoma gudie e woman we mu womo nso a womo epai abo no royalties akodo a woso omutua ne kwampa a woso omufa so na womudi womudwuma no womo ebo aprobo akwakohwese so ampani ni nuampa dwa kwan ne hihye de ama womo no omudi so ana.
Anytime we call upon you, you are there to assist. And so kudos to the media team that I am moving with this afternoon. We have visited some quarry sites and we decided to take this visit. May's mandate is to be able to maximize royalty for the Republic of Ghana, among some other mandates that we have. And last year, working with you was a very good year for us. This year, we need to start early and we need to beat our record for 2025. So we have encouraged them that yes, we want to see more production, we want to see more productive activities so that we can also have more royalty generated for the state.
Nneɛma bebree higher ɛwɔ yɛ adwuma na yɛdi wɔ ha as a quarry. Nokorɛ paa sɛ nyɛ sɛ bi a yɛ precast construction ɛka ho a nka bi a adwuma wɔ ntia close. Encroachment no anaasɛ amanfo a ɔmo bɔ yɛgye yɛn nsa ase a yɛde yɛ adwuma no ɛmi sɛ amene yɛ. Quarry last quarry egu ɛwɔ Ghana. That will be the last time a kwan because a boy idea kwan nyinaa quarry materials. Anwea idea yi nyinaa nti yɛbɛsrɛ ɔmo a ɛsɛ yɛne ɔmo di nsanwosoɔ aban nnwuma apolisifoɔ ɛne mpo court a nsɛm no wɔ hɔ no yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ ɔmo ma yɛ nyinaa yɛmmoa na quarry business no money ngu.
It is in our collective interest that things work the way they should, and I have no reason to doubt that this wouldn't be done going forward. So once again, I'll say a big thank you to you for what you are doing for Mother Ghana, as we call it, for God and country, and we'll continue to also do our level best to ensure that we meet you halfway or wherever we have to meet you to ensure that the business is able to stand on its 2 feet.
Awie Ghana de shebesa asere mu biem na ya home kasebo no so nimpire no so ya ba na aka chiri bia no ye de besom. awie Ghana de hye mama kwa ba yeto ayensem no so a Ecobank eda adwumadie bi edi a woto ne din 5-star enjoyment promo na wafa sanhye so won customers ono mo yedwuma nipa 4268 and wode ahye mo nimonyam na tesa bosom mi ensentemu no nipa be yempim du 10000 and Ecobank wafa 5-star enjoyment promotion so na wode abomabaso.
The attract okra me chere final draw no wamo de success so e wo KJ2 adwemu a eno e wo kumase enum enna Ecobank customers a wamo nso sa eye promotion wo kan won ho hyemu bi no wo cheche sika ene niema esom 630,000 Ghana cedis edema wo mo na wo hwa de a sika botene pa na wom no eye 367,500 Ghana cedis enna afe eniema eye prices o chaye no eye 262,500 Ghana cedis na ebiye shopping vouchers, insurance cover, fuel coupon and afe mobile airtime and wache edema womo. Enti se wohwe promotion kese pa Ecobank ye ba na wie ya na sika ne niema wache no ne nyina som 1.5 million Ghana cedis we chere se bank no atu won ho asi ho awiata se customers da bia mo ne omo di dwuma no obehwe so obeboa womo ama sika sem no omo so atimi ade yie na won hye nyina nso no emu ada ho no de abefo de friends digital banking no so wodi bi ahyemu na adwumadi na se na Mame Regina Ofori on the head of marketing and brand ewo Ecobank Ghana PLC one nsamtrofo kasa ye na ochre se sanse se we omo anya ne kekese ebia omo de bo customers abaso nko awo na mom omo ye se omo de be show manfo nyina nkran ama ye hu se de etimi sie sika na ye ni nyina da bi ye be japi na ye de asie
eye Ecobank 5-star enjoyment promotion no eya krade ane ye na eye customers omuni yedi dwa no ye fa sa kwan no so edi ache ye ni so amount visa na afini nyina omuni yedi dwa ntini e ka thank you to our customers enti fida ye fi ase November ni besi January usumi etwenye wie ni enipa mpemdu 10,000 eni reward o muti enei enipa bu mpem 9 eni ade o machade ama o KJT Dubai ha enipa 15 du num ye ma 10,000 Ghana cedis eni ma enipa 21 5,000 another set of 21 2,500 ye maybe 2,000 Ghana cedis but na me dekra ni say enipa bebre over 500 customers ye mom insurance cover 1 year insurance cover e bro 10,000 Ghana cedis etitete no 100 million on opepio ha insurance cover for the whole year 1 year nti ododo wo yare BBC a sa insurance they come and am free na me ekatichi me say siaka banka e di innovative product eba Ghana ha Ecobank ye me di kan pa enti adwadifo nyina na Ghana fo nyina hwe nim se free no ko ya se ne nda bia product ye be ye se ne be ya omo ho be high won enu ne be ye ama customers ne se ne be ya da no we give them convenience, we give them security and their safety. Enti akoso aye djuma sa da ne da omo hyan na omo ne bi nkita ho a experience ne be ye me omo ni be so na omo ni be je ho
de krakra mu Mame Regina Ofori e de kokobo e ma customers nyina se omo ni na ho sa abo owo enam se nkrofo omo nam internet kwan so bokro no adoso pa wo se Ecobank wo hoi sei omo mfra customer bia se e bia wadi bibinti wonfa enema e fa ne ho emra wo phone so ansa na omo de na chade ama no sesa ne ma no omo nye obi fro bisa na eyebu no osu opesu obu no nti ya omo ni na ho
na me fa konya esuatu adwadifo nyina afo se ene no de bia meka eye batakari abunti e ma ye hu kramo papa na nipa bebre mante ne maba wo mo de omo yo madwe so omo mbro mo jani enye djuma na wo bro mo jani aye djuma no mo fa kwati kwa so mo dada o agi wusika na kwan bebre so no mo fa ne edi kan obesa no SMS na odi ya number ye edi tu joy se makan Ghana nyina ate odi enu aka no de number foforo aka no aka che o se number ni na emom ye de number we na be fro ofre wa no ototo wa no promotion ni se we ye bi wa ye se Ecobank for so re so mo ko KJT a o se an o se wadi bi enti fa o banka ne fa ne ATM card no fa number na e wo che ni ma me oje ya no opesika e na adi odi ko yisika e fi account mu enti sa kwa no so nto mo fro ana so send SMS to say kwa the email ko mutimi send bi wo mo email no enti asese Ghana fo nyina we de chopa ne ye chopa sa mesra muntie Ecobank yem frɛ wo da sefa wo pin OTP Ghana card details and also bank card details my da yem fa nye hwe oba branch a wugina ho mani ni anim yehu na de abai ne de be ne asa de ahye won sa e ho pɛ ne ye sa de no enti obi frɛ wo sefa bra mesra sini hu enye Ecobank na ye sa de no
Telecel Ghana ena wode Ghana Mayua 100 womo edwoma fantitie mu efa stem ho na ni nyina ayehye a womo edigu akwam adi International Day of Women and Girl in Science ya se betimi aboama emma ena fei emmofra ne Mayua wonso so betimi ho abefo kwan so ayedi dwuma ne titru ewo robotics ena fei digital skills na we nyina ayehye ya wo hwe se de mema no omo yade ewo science ne technology no a sa akwan bi na ababeda ho no won betimi ahye mukena
Sani ebeya emanso edi omuhu ebera abefu adisue mu nti na enedei Telecel Ghana akwakoye robotic training ewo wireless 5 primary and JHS school a ewo nkran ha wojumedie na se no president edema women in technology a ewo Telecel Ghana Madam Juliana Ametowogo editu dwa se empre bebre no ema bebre no mbu omuhu abomfia bebre no susu se sa adisue we eye abefu adisua no eye memma nko a edie Enuti na Telecel Ghana etai United Nations Uganda eniswade hunu se ombetete ema bebre ewo abefo adesua mu womra oni UTV kasebo edi nkomo no wasade kan ho se Telecel Ghana aye krado so ombeso ema dodronum ase se ne beya omonso ebetimi enya nimdie efa abefo adesua ho se enode nensam etudwa
ema enoso ewo the science field nim enti enese ewo ha ye commemorate day no na se ebeye amanasi ye no esese ye hwehwe school bi a ebenya girls na enenso enye girls ne nkwenti ne nam because yes ye hia ma no but ye nja emema no so ho enti ohwe dem ho a ye de emema kakra afra ma no enti ye wo ha na ye ma mo robotics training ye introduce you to STEM almost ICT was school, almost never but yeah, the practicals ye brom near chromo say, when you na ye filter, so 1 year, ubetimi, esuya bibi woman with their wajuma. Almost 100 in total, and ye coming in Abomwa, almost 100, and omubia will access to the kits, aye diaba, and no more dear practicals, no. The Telecel Foundation, ye quite different regions. It's not only Accra. That's why it is our hope. Say, ye beko as far as Tamale, spread our wings across the country. Now yetimia reachy the rural areas wherever I bet me find the girls because trust me, your girls was such areas baby crowd who computer crowd who be that. But these are girls with potentials. And it is our hope to reach everywhere in the country.
Omo buy any day, if you say robotics nankasa no. Idea any STEM no, idea se ye project with your schools. Edida. Emma your schools need to cry in your packages from the ministry on robotics. Into omo be kan so omo ba na idea ye nyina ye ni je. School in general no, ye hu ni se nkwala no aye so active. Ena ye nti yate asese nkwala ne de sade ne ye practical a wotumi hu so manage ho bi ho ko jan wanim kasa na se practicality ni ho mu ntumi nya hwe but yetumi hu se ne ekoso sesi an nkwala no mani age papa because obia e develop skill bi e woni omu ye nim
mitumi ya radio eni nyama nti omba ye no ene mission bibi film na seminar na mi aye Mbacha amma step by step. Step 1, step 2. Ene mi di hu ye, ene mi di ye.
Omo ba ye no, omo chire nyama bebre. Omo chen bibi ti say micro plotter na mi hu bi da. Na so mo ba be chire nyama, omo chire se na ye be fix no. Ana ye fix ye nso nyama bebre. Ye hu se betimi aboa ye nso.
Ewiase nyina ye ne se afibia mu no ye nyi dakro emfansi hono makasa ye kan wo fie ana ye de wo ye ma no ye mfa hye ho fa wato ne International Mother Language Day na Ghana ye hye ho fa bi ewo University of Ghana Legon and am so ma UTV kasebo ye kokopie mo ho din na Other School of Languages ano woni mpenfo bi ene ye din komo
eneno ye kan ese ye na kasa ehia ɛsɛ akwala bia onyini no otumi ka ni fie ka
Nananom ya wo mu ewo Gomua state ya eno ewo mfimfini mu mantamu no de adeswede eto oswafo hwe akwan ene akwantempo eso na afi contractor wono ehwe kasoa wini badwalization project ni se omo hye no ada ye wo kwan kumankuma ni bi wo ho wonfa enka amo akasie nim eno beboa na nkoba saa no akwan ne de omo ye na asoso si amfa nkwan ketenkete no amo akasie nim a ebetimi aha akone abadie pa.
Inner roads no connect Emma roads no ye inu yese inner roads no anyana some major roads no ya na bibiaka because the residuals no of inner roads no oba be say major road nti yese dem one show the inner roads na or connect the major roads na where ni na obe na fi wa boa ni na ma dem yaka de sumo be industrial town we so industrial town or the kwani okay ama wo a where factories no we too or the one nua Kwakra because we are conquering. Just about 20 something kilometers. Number road in Namda, Bakada to Kwakra. It's yes, sir. Minister of Roads and Highways there. Oh yeah, the quotidian to Gomwa de Sum to Koyaku, Tamakano, or yeah, here the cassette.
Eba Gomwa Hanum baby. Issues will happen. One of the issues are what the step of prior. These Mpophobia from land guards. Land guards. Yenim baby a wopi. One pass asi, wonya asi, one the probia. One of your land guards are what control asi, I won't betem ha. But I was nana one more. Yes, Samo, Midimara. Nana Mubina Amma, Konya, and Waya the Martin. Inti, what two be so ma. Yea, trying to away one my appointment, Yenya. Watching the traditional map, why are we doing this to ourselves? Obey then a young boy, a tumbo.
What's it? Away a number into origin. Empor, a Winibar, and a new Winibar, into the Buddha. What not where you go once, I say. And it's the million money now, or really a Z and Yakaka, men are now a breakfast and win a whole and copy at a second. I ought to go with it. Na yana nanu owo Gomwa East na wo high Gomwa Central and Gomwa West wo high there na na ye fie kwade ya asase ya de ye fa mo won bio se na be ya ebetuma aboa ya no na nkuntunduma aban ode ba no ye tum ye de bi aba Gomwa ama bi dia ayeye.
Inter-schools competition agudia mpenufo de aba ohwe ni mu se ebekọ so secondary schools ahodo mu na tumi aboa na ayonkofa etimafa ne topadi afra na mpo Ghana yetimi enya akansifo dache na so akamia kwa inter-schools competition na nsan ekwa ye tuturasem asante mantem odisuafo ne timi sei kun niama se taxis ahodo omepie mu ewa poema mantem se kwa ye monato emfimfim mantem nyankopon na ya adom ka school ni ba ko mu kuno ne no na disuaso ye edi ho nkomo na waye ne senkebe ya Inter-schools competition ni amfa tabo no to so ansa ye ntwe fansen sen honomo na gina esia mpenfo di hunkomo na so ma UTV kasebo ye tie ho gomonte so na Ghana fo bi di nkomo bisa won se gina esia education ministry epese wo sie oso musai
enya ne kwan so se on betwem ene de omutwem enye yi na emo ne atia ne se discipline le wo titimre na ye nyina ye ko school na uhu teacher kra je se odoje ese omo sande bra. Like me who the reason why I so muyi student here they not a teacher in kokan. Now small boy we yi cranty. No di jinane so. Enya fine.
Also more punishment. Say more banding no muntimi banding no. Nta ko de ana ma ekosko ana ma yedigi ani. Ntu buka so o banding de yeye.
Kitimire mu ya time no. Uhu bibi sa. So akola be ko school na oni obi be kwa akokun. Ntokwa na watwese kai woni nua so ba se no asa atra mo obi na ya se aba ne red no yenkola no omunum eno na create saade no eti de ebe se ye chichafo so omani nkwankwala ne ho fi so omani kwankwala ne ho na enkyerɛkyerɛ ye adwuma akwala me hu ni se obehu se ni nua ɛna ne ni kodi agoro eti se si to bia ba no wo lusu a eni kwan se wo kopra wo nua no ɛno de entwa yie se wa plan de a ɛwɔ se ye twe na so emranya adwuma
takonu eno na ye nyina ye de entertain ye ho ne ye de enyinyini emu ne ye de ho omo participate ewo football ne but no kura ni nyame anim me dede bia da meka say enkola no teacher fo no nya time ema nkola no na nkola no so na ebi stubborn nti e was teacher fo no na ehwe no mu group wo into categories obia ne suban mo ye wo ba bi wo ha mo ntumi ntra anye den emfiri ho because nia kwasu inu wey ene ye dinya footballers enti aba ne de abeboa na me ba o ntumi nyini nsem me maka se me nhwe no obeto no na me ne wo dan mu a me discipline papa o yo ba se me ame ne ye pe me discipline papa
ntakwa de mu ntumi ntwam ye wey back ene ne ye de gigi ene wo school imagine se wanya wo client bi pa no nam field no so ene ne ye gina ho ye ma ne ye gina soro se wodi kofi a ewrade obi ba kofi fa hu nyina to me bom nsem nyina me line dam ena ho na me play na wo twam se school enye de school entertainment se so mo nko bi abadie me Mary University go fiant me gwa o papa che se wan fa ma me ba wodi nsamone wo school am nyanka se me be school mu o abele wo parade ho
all work no pray no me judge dog boy e good o me kono mu no yen guide wo mo so wo kona ko yen kwase asema two things one criminal matters police for mrem yen jeli kwala no yen fa no na yen jeli omo na two Ghana education service omo second kwala no mo red alert mo ko school bia on gada ha ko dan kwala ne no time kwala se yen so obo so yen nyimo de free school kwala school bia anje omo Ghana ase yen blacklist omo
o bandit akodia NSS school ni de na je say ase no because we da obeda bandit akosama na ye no say ma school mu nye de
Nano ada adwadifo a wo mu free oman kronkron Ghana de wo mani kire mu Burkina Faso aden a wo mu kopentos abre Ghana de hye emomadi se nansi a wo mu kwentos wide ne pa na eno enenam so ade hye a wo mu eto ananom ewo nsie de no guta ne wo mpanyifo ekokokko mu fie ekoma abusua no ya akone bre wo mu kopie mu ho sei eno mo de tudwa
yenyina yenim se ebibirem ya adwen se yepese yedidwa ebom ye kire genuine business edwadie ne nso aye di no eye niema obi a produce woni krom a opeso obi ba no ba betobi ene ye nyina ye de eboaboa ye ho eti se ebase bibi etesa ekoso na se ye fi ye mamu ekọ oman foforo mu ewa bibirem ha na atwere nchema etesa esia ha adwen eti ye besre ya man impanyimfo mekire African countries are more and after any ECOWAS countries in our say send ye be ma cross border trade no etimi akoso yie no omo ma bambo enkoso send ye adwadifo no protection enso ebeye papa na ye nyina yetimi edigwa abom tisania ye ka no esa se ne si ye no ye hu sa ma ye adwadifo na ekofa tomatoes no amashuru enti sese kro mo nkobiem ama tomatoes ebo afiase yedin
Open Foundation West Africa enya mfinhia du ni sayo so nti wahye ho fa ewo enkran ne ti asem no wotiem se mfinhia du nie no aboa mampuntu onimde afa ne toma padi fra ewo abibrem
Open Foundation West Africa etwache adwumadie bia ye na de ye ni se abakosem ene no ma efa ebibre moman mu ha ena Ghana ena yeboa ema enko 40 enti ye wo ye friend say abefo internet ya friend Wikipedia eno no na ye de nimdie ene enioma bebre eguso ye start ye no na enyet said hu ni say na yini nipa bebre a omo aye ready say omo be yesa na omo we but nkakra eni etimi nya nipa ma omo nso omo nya arehye mu say eba Africa ana say bebre mu eba abakosem ne ya na ebetimi akan asem enti tem bia de ye ne se ye boabo nipa no ne ye kire omo ekwan a omo nso betime de nimdie ene saa ne omo no egu ye friend say internet kwantimpo ne so se ne be ya obi oba bibia ope ensem bia efa Africa ho ana Ghana ho a obetimi akọ no nso akọkenkan na wanya nimdie afa ho
ade ba kwa na ya meka ne se ye se wan ka wasem obi foforo na be ka wasem nti na ehunhia se yetimi tro ya story and 10 years ago ya boabo ye ho ano aboabo nkofo ano etimi ayesa ade we nyina nti 10 years into the future no they hoping to say Africans be more committed to contributing content about or more continent no rather than consuming. I will say yetimi trobi deboa na yetimi nka your own sem se ne be ya enye obi foforo na yeka your own sem but yankasa na yeka your own sem atre amanse nyina
enti de be ka atre nkofo se omo hu dwumade bi ti se ya omo fo omo hu hyem wode hu hyem no enye ne nyina ne se osika nkon ebi so ho ebetimi aye wada age obeba ba besua na once watch nkofo bia na se onso be nkofo because se ofa Wikipedia na mekan na ewi asem afa no ba bia obekobia eye enipa omo atu omo ho ase e na omo tro enti se yenso ebetimi atro ye abakosem ne no ma memu adi mu na che se ye hia se ye ya nkofo e na beti ase se omo na oso omo ye
na enwumre adwuma ye di enye ye nko a e na ye wo ha ye to en safre kokoko bebre no madaro mama beboy amaya ye na ye de si ye ni sonso ne se if impo ye be free ha akono ye be koso a na ye no maye adwuma se de be ya botaye ye si ye ni so no ye betumi akọ enimu paaye.
United Nations Development Program and omodi adeswede ato Ghana ban and afa wiase afanan anim se omo srada ba bi aduru na wo se omo ye nsakyerɛ wɔ nema bebre mu se de be a ɛma nso betimi adɔso ɛwɔ panyindie emu se de be betimi aboa ama amamu enhyehyɛ no anase mpuntuo ebetimi agya nan so esane se ɛma wɔ mu a ɛboa ama mpuntuo ɛna afa nsuso kabima mi kabia mamu no etimi agina ne nan so.
Wọ́n sẹ́ ewiase ayẹ wọ na ẹ̀ma ne mẹ́ma nyina ọmọ hihia ama yanya mputu nti sẹ́ yẹ nneọma bi na sẹ́ ọbaako ada sẹ́ ẹ̀ma na mẹ́ma ọmọ nka ho a yamfa yẹ ho abom a ẹnkọ yie nti na ẹwọ sẹ́ debia ne yẹhwẹ sẹ́ bibi a ɛbɛyɛ bia sɛ yɛ amamu sɛ yɛ mpuntuo de ayɛyɛ bia no ɛma ne mɛma de ɔmo ho bɛka ho anaasɛ ɔmo bɛbom inti UNDP ena Nordic African Institute ya ye nhwehwemu because ye pese ye hu bebi a nsinto ewo na ya siesi nti ehwehwemu Nordic African Institute so ye ehwehwemu ehwe se ema egina se ye to abama omo a omunya freedom no eye omu campaign bibia obi ankodidi omu atema na se enka nsem hu bia ebebu omu abemu na se ebema omu reho ena ye nso ye nhwehwemu fa se ye hwe se entokwasi wo bebi na obi eka bomu ahwe se ye besiesie no ema ne meme nyina ka ho ana inti ni ya invite omu nyina wotie wo dem ho a obehu se nipa omu free different organizations no omu aba ni omu free abemu di omu free civil society mo ena even donors kra omu betumi edisika eboa saa na mo we omu nyina wo den mo ya adwene se omu nyina etie a na se obia ne adwuma oye bia bebi obetumi asomu na yetumi aye bibia fa saa neoma ye ho no barriers e wo ho a ema entumi participate the way I expect no nanka ya yi saa barriers ni na efi ho.
I think it's a long-term battle. It's we are up against some cultural, historical things that you cannot change overnight, but if you continuously raise awareness and if you have a supportive legislation and lawmaking that gives women equal opportunities and equal rights, I think it's a long-term the battle that involves all of us. And
this project we have led with a women-led strategy. We are dealing with the challenge with a women-led strategy, community peace building, using women as the principal peacemakers, which they are at the community. So, yeah, all in all, something quite close to our heart. We have one bottom line, which is protection from violence. Women should not feel physically threatened to be participating in the political process, whether it's elections or being in parliament or just visiting their constituencies. That's a bottom line.
Na breba ma kwan na kase bo nwumde ye de beso mo no ye de nyina ebesi akenkanfo me Sadat Mohammed Mene
Mame akosia etona
na ansa ne mu bedi papa mu na medi president ho adanse e de ache president say anwumre ansa na abusamu nyina no beda no monkai na monfa president ntwumusen president wa herba cavity fighter triple protection e na chako e boa mo no mahu de no afa na tuma pa de fra de chano panso won kai na oni abusamu nyina no monyi su president sanse president de ogidi se serie bia no e ho ehia fugu anwumre ye de ba beso mo no efre awofa ventures e wo Peace FM ase ha ya se wo ba amamre amane ani kente ho ne amanyina no owofa se abode bra na beje odi enti wodi wani kire mu abeka janse na Peace FM ase ha ya e na wo be hu awofa ventures ye mamomo ene hwa enya ado